Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, I've got a very deep dive going on today. We're going to do a deep dive into Bolsheviks. Now, a lot of people, when you hear Bolshevik, you automatically think of Soviet Russia, of the communists out of Soviet Russia. But I'm here to tell you the Bolsheviks have been around for much, much longer than that. They were actually at the heart of the French Revolution, where they executed the royalty there. And the only thing they couldn't get rid of in France was the Catholic Church. But other than that, they definitely got socialism, many kind of communism going in France. And I think in some respects, that was their practice run. Before I get started here, I've been playing with the Tarot of Prague, and I'm going to quickly ask if it's ready to be read in reverse. I do this with all my new decks, and so far this one has said no. So let's see what it says today. Strength, that's a yes. Strength card upright is a yes. So, well, of course, they're all upright, but strength is a positive card. All right, so it's saying yes, it's time to be read in reverse. All right, so the Bolsheviks, they are actually, they're the communists. The French Revolution, where they got rid of the monarchy. Look at that. The clock agrees with me. The French Revolution was their first attempt at communism. And with all communism, you have to get rid of the monarchy, whether that's a king, a queen, an emperor, an empress. That's one of the first things that you need to do. There cannot be two rulers when there's communism. There's communism or there isn't communism. So the first thing that they did was get rid of the monarchy. And they did that by a ground swelling of agents, of bad actors. Now, a lot of people think that the Masons had something to do with it, with the Illuminati. Now, I did a reading on the Masons, and like any group, there are bad apples in the group. For the most part, the Masons, most of them don't know what the Illuminati are. Now, instead of saying Masons are Illuminati, I say, after that reading of the cards, some of the Illuminati were Masons. Big difference, right? And they may have used that to smear the Masons. Now, some say it was the Illuminati that started the whole French Revolution. Now, they were the original Bolsheviks. And today, they aren't called Bolsheviks. They're called the World Economic Forum. All they've done is change their name over the years. So they weren't called Bolsheviks in France. They were called freedom fighters. And they got rid of the monarchy. And then the next big one they were after was Russia. And why Russia? Well, look at all the natural resources Russia has. A lot of people don't realize Karl Marx, Stalin, Lenin, they were all Bolsheviks. They weren't German. Karl Marx was not German. He was from Germany, but he was a Bolshevik. And some of you might be saying, well, what's the difference? I don't want my channel to be banned, so I'm not going to say it. But there is a lot of information, and this is a difficult subject, so I'm just going to keep calling them Bolsheviks. They are from the Ukraine area. They are... they wear masks. They pretend they're one thing, but they aren't. And they've actually painted a brush on a lot of innocent people. Anyways, today, So anyways, they went to Russia. Sorry, I'm stammering because I honestly don't want to lose my channel, but please research for yourself the history of the Bolsheviks and the religion that they belonged to. And they weren't religious, though. They claimed they were, but they weren't. They banned all religions in communist Russia. Now, the Bolsheviks are monsters. They are power hungry. They are inhumane. I don't believe they are of human. I believe they're archons, for one, but I got to clear that out of the cards. So anyways, they took over Russia, and what do communists do when they enter a country? When they take over a country, they get rid of the monarchy, because there can't be two leaders when there's communism. Now, so they've got Russia under their belt. Then where did they go to? They went to China, and they got rid of and then they went into China. Yes, it was Bolsheviks who turned China into communists. And they got rid of the royal family, the emperor and the empress in China. There's no more royalty in China. Then they spread to North Korea, South Korea. That was the war in the 50s about communism. Then they wanted to get into Vietnam. So they have been spreading a lot since then. Then there was the Cold War against communism. Our forebears knew the dangers of communism. Now, a lot of people ask, why are you such a monarchist? Because the monarchy, as long as we have a monarchy, we don't have communism. We can't have communism. Because as soon as we lose our monarchy, communism can move in 100%. So that's why I'm so pro-royal family. And that's why I think that there is a move right now to remove the British royal family. Because as we can see with the current government that UK has, they are full-on World Economic Forum monsters trying to implement communism. In Canada, we have Trudeau, who's a World Economic Forum monster, trying to implement communism. I think that once they can get the British royal family out of the way, I think there'll be a great fall of the Western world, because that's their MO, get rid of the monarchy. And I'm going to ask the cards, right now, the Bolsheviks are still alive. They did not fall with the Berlin Wall falling in 1989, and the end of communism in Russia did not end the Bolsheviks. The Bolsheviks are alive and well, and they are billionaires, and they run the World Economic Forum. They also run the anti-fascists. They are George Soros is a Bolshevik. He runs many hard left wing. He owns some of the DAs in the United States. He owns some of the judges in the United States. He is banned actually in Russia, believe it or not. George Soros, if he ever steps into Russia, will be arrested and imprisoned immediately, and also some other countries. But yet he owns, I think it's called Open Borders or Open something. They are hardliners in Canada with hard left policies, trying to get rid of our oil industry through climate change garbage, that kind of thing. So now you're wondering, since I know so much about the Bolsheviks, why do I want to read on them? Because I want the cards to see, what do we not know about the Bolsheviks that we should know? And I still call them Bolsheviks to this day, even though that's a Russian term, and they were chased out of Russia. They just changed their name, and they are the Bolsheviks. And I implore you to please go deeply research Karl Marx. Critical race theory is a Bolshevik Marxist ideology. It's a communist manifesto, for example. a lot of the movements against Western culture are run by our current Bolsheviks, which is the World Economic Forum and the UN. That's just where they're hiding now. So what can the cards tell us about the Bolsheviks that we don't know? And I know this was a long shuffle, but I had to explain what I'm looking for here. And some of you don't know the history of the Bolsheviks. You just think they were communists in Russia. And yeah, they were, but they've scattered like cockroaches. They're indestructible, but destructive. The Seven of Swords, they definitely have some kind of strategy to take over the world. Definitely. That's their final goal. They've got a strategy. They've got a strategy that, and they're very, they play the long game. They've been extremely vocal since World War II. During the Cold War, during North and South Korea, but since World War II, they've grown and grown and grown in power. The star. Well, you think about the star. What's the star? Hope and healing. And a lot of them run the pharmaceutical companies. A lot of them were behind what happened in 2020 in the whole world. I think that was a practice run for what they really want to do. 8 of Cups, upright. Ace of Cups in reverse. Tears and tears and tears. And look what that ace is holding. A lion. They want to dump the British royal family. That's what's missing. 8 of Cups is you go searching for what's missing. You know what's missing? Dumping the British royal family. If they can dump the British royal family, it won't be long before the other royal houses collapse in the EU. 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands upright. 7 of Swords, 9 of Wands. Yeah, they are... interesting that they feel like they've won something, that after a long battle that they were the winners, I'm thinking like the Berlin Wall, because that's what the 9 of Wands too is: boundaries, it's walls, it's fences that you put up, because during a war you're usually fighting about land, about a border. And so when you win, then the border's put up and you win where you want the border up. And so this is actually interesting that they feel that perhaps they feel like they're winning against anti-monarch. They're winning against the monarchy. So interesting. I chose this deck because there we have the Ace of Cups. And interesting, a lion. Who would think that a lion is peaceful? And yet here it is in reverse. Dump the royal family, and it feels like they are winning. So yeah, Meghan and Harry are part of that. Absolutely, they're part of the hard left. That whole censor people, don't allow people to talk. I'm interested here though, this star. But you think about it, a star is one of their emblems. Also, we have now gone in Pluto into Aquarius, and this is the Aquarius, the card for Aquarius. So I'm wondering, 10 of Cups in reverse. Well, one of the things they've done is destroyed the family. Absolutely destroyed the family, brought in third wave feminism that have driven families apart, made there's nothing wrong with being a single mom of 7 kids. And, now I'm not saying that there is something wrong with it at all. It's their absolute full-on assault of families. And here it is right here. So I'm now thinking that the star is the pharmaceutical, because that's hope and healing. And so they think you have hope and healing if you listen to their pharmaceutical companies. Nine of Cups on top of the Eight of Cups. Boy, we're getting lots of cups here. You saw how many times I shuffled. Yeah, you know what? Break up the family. Now, the Nine of Cups in reverse is somebody who alcohol drinks way too much alcohol. That's one of my alcoholism cards. And you know what's interesting is that the countries that they want to go after, I think of Canada, are lackadaisical drug laws. They made marijuana is no longer criminal. You can buy it at the street corner and whatnot. I think, you know, that's part of their plan too. And you think about in Russia, what is Russia? Vodka. And people, you know, that was one of their only pleasures that they could have was cheap vodka when communism was in control. So that's part of it. And destroy the family, destroy people with drugs and alcohol. You think about the Oxycontin that has gone around and destroyed people, absolutely destroyed people, destroyed families, destroyed people. Look at the fentanyl now coming in. That's all coming from, it started in communist China. Now it's coming up through Mexico, and now in Canada, they are finding massive fentanyl um, uh, places that are making and selling fentanyl. So this is part of their issue. Two of Wands in reverse on top of the Ace of Cups. So I'm going to say that they want to destroy the royal family, but they don't have any real plans. They're kind of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. With the Two of Wands here, you don't have any plans. You don't have any goals. You're just kind of waiting to see how it plays out. And like I said, the Bolsheviks are very patient. They play the long game. That's why this can go on for 70, 80 years. They're playing the long game, bit by bit, bit by bit, bit by bit. Eight of Wands upright. We're going to see a real push here right away. Yeah, we're going to see a real push here with World Economic Forum. I think, here in Canada, we're being ruled by the UN and the World Economic Forum, and we're trying to oust Trudeau, and we might see like more hardline push. Interesting, 8 and 8. 8 are very interesting numbers and cards. The sun. I think we will. I think we're going to see some kind of big push, some kind of new incentive. So, for example, here in Canada, we've become very dissident, and I guess you could call it, and complaining about the cost of living, and complaining, this is all Trudeau's fault, and the climate change funds that are being, the carbon tax that are being placed on us are soul crushing. And here Trudeau comes out, we're going to give you a break on taxes for 2 months. It works out to like $1.80 per $100. It's really a nothing burger, but they're going to make it sound like we are really trying, to help you. Maybe bring in some, universal kind of more benefits, like feed the people kind of thing. I think we're going to see some kind of big push by the Bolsheviks here very shortly. Oh yeah, Queen of Wands upright. They're going to be our saviors. They're going to come out and be our saviors. They're going to save us from big, bad, mean capitalists and big, bad, mean Trump. And, we're going to save you from, 2025 and whatever they're talking about, whatever garbage they make up. Sidebar here, that doesn't mean I'm a Trump fan. I'm just telling you some of the things they've done. I am not quiet about being anti-communist. I actually despise communism and fight it with all my heart. And if that makes me sound like an hard right or alt right, that's fine. But don't call me a Nazi. If you're going to call me a Nazi, go look at the horseshoe theory and then come back. All right. All right, so the Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Wands with the Sun and the 8. So I'm getting something here August, right? The Sun is Leo, and that's in August. 8 is the 8th month, which is August. And the Queen of Wands is a Leo as well. And I'm getting something here about August. What about August? Um, what is it about August? I mean, that's, just about a year away, 10 months away. What is it about August? What's underlying here? The Fool. Because we ask the cards, what don't we know about the Bolsheviks? What don't we know? Are they going to win something or do something by August that they look like the heroes in something? Because we have the Fool here. So beginning of something. Page of Swords in reverse. 2 of Pentacles upright. Wow. Death in reverse. And Queen of Swords in reverse. And the Empress. Now we have a Queen of Wands and the Empress here. And we have a Queen of Swords in reverse. No kings. Are they going to be pushing for more female leaders? Because the Queen of Wands is a very strong female leader. The Queen of Swords is, let's just put it bluntly, a cold-hearted bitch. And the Empress is, of course, a leader. So I'm wondering if they're going to try to install a female leader so we aren't picking up on the communist part of them. There is something here that will be ending. Death in reverse is ending. And it's almost like they're excellent at wearing masks and hiding who they are. They change their names. They can turn on a dime about something. I wonder if it's the end of the Bolsheviks in August. I can't see them disappearing that fast. But we do have the Queen of Swords in reverse, which is the Queen of Words. And the Queen of Swords in reverse is almost your word salad kind of thing. Like it's Queen of Swords upright. She's very logical, very straightforward. You have no qualms about what she's saying. She's your legal contract. She's your she's the law, like the laws or the way the laws are written. The Queen of Swords will tell you how it's written, and you have no qualms what she's saying. She's very logical, nothing emotional. Now, when it's in reverse, what she's saying is very illogical, or it's broken contracts. And we have death here, and with the broken contract and this 2 of Pentacles is actually very interesting. I want you to see something. See the way the guy is looking. He's holding this one. And look at this hand over here, how it's on top of the pentacle. Can you see that? It's almost like he's saying, don't look over here. Ignore that one. Look at this one. Right? So there's going to be some kind of distraction that perhaps like a big leader in this Bolshevik movement, which is UN, HWO, WEF, a big leader comes to their end and they install a female to make it look more softer and gentle. Because we have the Empress here. Oh yeah, Ace of Wands upright. So it's like I said, these people, they change their names, they wear many masks, And I think they're going to come out with more feminine kind of things, with like a fresh start, like caring, that they care about you. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy, and we're going to make sure you have money for food and your babies, and you don't need to work. We're going to have universal basic income and that kind of thing. Here's 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, the end of the patriarchy, end of the establishment, end of people having big wealth. They're actually, they might come in with something. Look at this, 9 of Pentacles upright. Yeah, they're coming in with huge female movement. And here we finally have a king of Wands in reverse, and the 5 of Pentacles. There's something that's going to happen in August that's going to be a massive push for female energy, for matriarchy, for, successful females. And they actually beat those terrible males, that all those capitalists, all those wealthy pigs, and we are going to we're going to do this the right way. And look at here, it's going to end up with nothing but poverty, just like every communist country. Every communist country ends up, look at North Korea, look at China. China was destitute until they took on some capitalist ideas, such as factories and buying and selling products. They would still be destitute if it wasn't for capitalism in China. Now, I'm not saying capitalism is the answer. Absolutely not. I'm just saying that's the communist sworn enemy. I think there's a really good blend that I think what people are mostly against is the corporate capitalism, where these companies can gather so much power and so much money, and can create their own little worlds and rules. I think that's what people are against. I don't think people are against um, people starting their own little businesses and making a go of it. I don't think people are against that at all. I think people are against corporate capitalism, and that's your big companies, like how YouTube tells you what you can say and what you can't say, Facebook, what you can post and what you can't post. Look at the companies now that can shut down your car if you're a bad boy, kind of thing. That's what people are against. But they're going to bring in a real strong feminine push and further push against the cruel patriarchy that has kept you down this whole time. I think that's what they're going to bring in. It's only females that allow you to have a sex change operation, and all these men that want to undo all your rights as a transgender person, and we won't do that, and they're going to come on really strong. But here's the thing: they are absolutely going to put everybody into poverty. And interesting, this lady's holding a baby, and that's one of the things they do. They separate families, and they not only separate families politically, but emotionally. And I think that's what they're also going to do. They're going to make something like all women work farms kind of thing. Just women and the children, no men allowed at all. No man's ideas, and we're going to be successful, and we're going to save the world from these big meanies. This is what I see. This is what they have planned. This is what they have planned. And right here, the 9 of Pentacles, the single female, the single successful female, with the Empress here, and the king, the only king that showed up, in reverse. And the King of Wands in reverse is a bully, dictator, horrible person, a cheater. But yeah, this 10 of Pentacles, they want to destroy massive legacy wealth. And I think they might do it. I think they might do it if they're allowed to. And everybody just, the reason I'm doing this is you really need to be aware. You really need to be aware of what's happening. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware, why are they pushing this transgender? Why are they pushing Orange Man Bad? Why are they pushing division of families? Why are they pushing the commercials that are around? Everybody's starting to notice what's wrong with the commercials. Why are they pushing that, men are terrible, doofuses? Why are they pushing universal basic income? Why are they pushing all this climate change? Like, you think about it, in the last decade, what has happened? Well, a lot of that is brainwashing through the media. And also, we have to remember the archons are a part of all of this. And I believe the Bolsheviks are the archons in humans on Earth. Now, what are archons, you say? Well, there you go. I've set you off in two different directions tonight. The archons are the, let's just say they're negative. And yeah, look at that. The clock agrees with me. They're what's wrong with everything on the earth right now. They are evil. They are negative entities that control your thoughts. If you know somebody who self harms, they've got an archon on top of them. I don't want to get too much into it. That's for another day. So we asked the cards, what do they have planned? I think they have planned to separate males and females. And I think they have plans to make everybody poor. This might be why they're doing it during Leo season. This might be why they're doing it during Leo season. To get rid of the lion. I can't believe, yeah, now I know why I wanted to read these cards. Because it shows dumping the royal family, the British royal family. So they've got their work cut out for them. So let's see what happens. Thank you very much for watching. What did you think of this deep dive? And just looking to see what they have planned for humanity. And I think it's a lot of death, to tell you the truth. I didn't want to say that out loud, but I think they're going to distract us. I think this card here says it all. I want you to screenshot that and look at the way his hand is. And he's saying, don't notice that. Look over here. And then we got death and the Queen of Swords after it. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.